You know it's not going to fit.
Yes, it will. I am not a size 12.
You do realise that most companies like size differently. It says you might be a size 12, but it might be a 10 in another company.
Now you tell me. Honestly, I hate shopping and I hate women's clothes so much.
Me too. Oh my God, we've had so many conversations about this, and we've both come to the agreement that clothes just suck.
We hate them so much, we're both going to become nudists.
I did not agree to that.
Yep. The social normality of clothing, the patriarchy, and burn the witches.
You quite done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, well, moving on from whatever that was, we can both agree that we hate clothes.
Yeah.
Specifically women's clothes. Because tell me why they make jeans with pockets. But are they pockets? No, they're just a bit of stitching for fashion.
Oh, don't. I hate it. I mean, who in their right mind decided that women couldn't carry things in their hands and in their pockets?
I mean, do I not have a phone? Do I not have keys, money? I want to put them in my pocket.
Exactly. And for the people that are going to come at us like, oh, you should get a handbag.
No.
I will censor that, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, because in summer, I don't want to be putting a rucksack on and get a sweaty back. I don't want to have a shoulder bag and get a sweaty side. I don't want that. I just want to put them in pockets. Leave me alone.
Yeah, literally. And I find that, most of the time, I just use my pockets because I'm quite lucky. I've found some jeans that have pockets. Although saying that, they don't have big pockets. They are just pockets. So for me, who has a massive, massive phone... that's a big phone. That just sticks out all the time on my pockets or in my pocket.
Yeah, and we previously mentioned about sizing.
Oh God!
Why does sizing suck?
It just changes, doesn't it? Every single store is different, which is really, really frustrating. Because when you're a size 12 in a store and then you go to another store, it's like you're a size 16, which is ridiculous. And also, it depends on the company and depends on how what's the word? Sort of money saving they are. Because if they're money saving, their clothes are going to come up small. Whereas if they're actually a decent brand, they're going to just come up sort of normally, as normal as you can get, I guess.
But I've even noticed that some shops, I'm trying not to mention any names.
No, I know.
Have multiple different, I'll go back to jeans, they have multiple different jeans.
Yeah.
And you pick up one pair and you're like, oh, this is a 10, this is nice. Pick up another 10 and you can't fit, so you pick up a 12 and you can fit. Then you try on a pair of shorts, but you're an 8.
Yeah, I've had that as well. Especially between jean shorts and jeans.
Yeah. It's
like
mostly
what makes them? Is it the summer? Is it the season? Or do they change by season?
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
It literally makes no sense. So,
I hate it.
No, me too.
So yeah, I mean, I have come to the decision and also conclusion that clothes shouldn't actually be gendered. Fair enough. You're saying, well, they're made for men's fit and women's hips and stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but just don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, we've both discussed it so much that it's not even just about not gendering clothes for the size and for the fit and all that, but in terms of it's so awkward when we both prefer sort of a men's t-shirt, and it's so awkward having to go to the men's section and all the men are there and they're looking at you and they're like, why are you here? And you're like, well, I don't like women's t-shirts. I don't like how they're tailored. I don't like the fact that they're all really, really skinny. I was going to swear there and I didn't.
Congratulations.
I'm trying to censor myself.
Because some tops, they come out and then they go right in. I don't have that hourglass figure.
No, and it's a very unrealistic.
That's a Kardashian type.
Yeah, exactly,
figure.
Exactly. It's such a what's the word where it's a social thing. It's where society believes that women should all look like one thing and they don't.
So they make all their clothes that way, and it's just no.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's awkward going to the men's section where I just want a t-shirt which just isn't too low here, doesn't my body.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much where you get the V-necks.
Yeah.
And it's it's a really nice t-shirt and actually it's not tailored and it's actually quite nice. Yeah. But then it's got this massive V-neck and it's I don't have the to have
I don't
wear
want
that
out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean even if I did I don't even have the to hold up that t-shirt
Yeah,
without it just falling.
Leave me alone.
So again, it's an unrealistic beauty standard, isn't it? That's the word I was looking for earlier.
That's the one, yeah.
Unrealistic beauty standard.
I mean, I'm quite lucky with this t-shirt because it's a women's one.
Oh really?
But
That's
it's
a nice t-shirt.
A boyfriend style t-shirt.
I've got some of those. Yeah.
But most companies, like, you get a few companies which do a very small selection of them.
Yeah.
And also like strappy things, lacy, frilly things. I mean, look at us. Do you think we're gonna rock up to uni in some strappy, skinny, frilly top? No.
Yeah, no. And obviously, when we are talking about this, we aren't like saying that we should get rid of all those kind of clothes.
Of course not.
Because obviously, there's always going to be people that actually like them.
Yeah.
But I think the angle that we're coming from is we want more inclusiveness for people that aren't that way inclined. Like specifically, we're very much tomboys. We're very much we like dark clothes.
That's the thing, and a lot of people feel like we feel awkward if we ever go to the men's section.
It's so awkward. It's so awkward.
You feel awkward, and I don't want to be there. I don't want to have to buy men's jumpers and t-shirts, but in a way I'm forced to, because again, women's t-shirts sometimes have these stupid quotes like live something,
laugh, love,
live, laugh, love.
I don't know
those things.
Yeah, it's like no one really wants to wear that. Exactly.
Yeah, and again, like you said, like a lot of people obviously everyone has their own styles, and we're not obviously saying right, women's clothes should not exist, but it's just
of course
annoying from our point of view when a lot of them are very similar and they don't cater for everyone. That's what we want to do. We want to cater for everyone's needs and style.
Exactly. Yeah, where they do have like those boyfriend shirts, you know, that we said earlier. It's like there's only like 3 in the store, and it's like, well, rather than just having 3, why not have like a whole section that's literally just labelled like either tomboy or unisex clothing?
Yeah,
because then it's more inclusive and we don't feel awkward being in that section because it's for everybody, you know, and we don't get like dirty looks from old men who are like, why are they here? You know,
it's just it's embarrassing. Like it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
We don't like it. And
it's extremely embarrassing.
You know, sometimes my mum goes, stop buying men's clothes, and I'm like, I don't do it for a reason. I don't do it because I'm a man or I'm this.
Exactly.
I do it because I like the t-shirt. If I like the t-shirt, I don't care which section it's from. But I like more of the men's stuff because they're not stupid.
Yeah, stupidly sized, stupidly tight, stupidly. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I feel like I think we've both experienced it, where a lot of people have turned around to us and they've seen us wearing slightly more masculine clothes, and they've turned around and gone, oh, are you trans? Do you want to be a man? Do you want to be a man?
Are you like a lesbian?
Exactly. And it's like, well, no. I just really am more comfortable in
a baggy t-shirt,
or just anything that's not tight essentially.
That's the bottom line. Tight fitting and
revealing.
Really revealing. That's not what we like. You know, and men's clothes aren't tight fitting and really revealing.
No, they're not. They're nice and baggy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously you do get the tops that are tight.
Like the gym fit.
Like the gym fit, yeah, exactly. But even them on a woman aren't that tight.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple of those that I'm actually comfortable wearing, because as much as they are tight around sort of the shoulders and the arms, they're not tight again around like where I'm insecure, which is my tummy and you know.
Exactly. So like people, you know, if you look at a person in a baggy t-shirt, you just see them, but underneath they might not be comfortable with their body, and you shouldn't be forced to have to feel uncomfortable to wear like the tight fitting. If you've got a roll or two, you've got a roll or two. Most people do. And if you don't want to show that to the world, that's completely in your right. So cater for these people.
Exactly. And also I feel like it has to be said that we're saying all this about being like tomboys and all that, and I think this probably applies more to me than to you, but I do sometimes like to wear like proper like feminine clothes, and like I will wear dresses out if I want to.
I don't wear dresses.
You know, exactly. But like, I'm not saying that I like don't like those clothes, or not even that. It's not that I don't want to wear them. It's more that I don't feel comfortable wearing them every single day.
Yeah, because sometimes I watch TV and I'm like, wow, I really like what she's wearing. I wish I felt comfortable in myself to wear that. But if I know if I have it on, I'll hate it. And I've always been that way. But like, you know, my parents had the anniversary a while ago and all the family came round, and I dressed up pretty feminine to what I would, and I felt good because it wasn't like I wasn't in a dress, but I was in like a bit of a lacy and tight fitting top, and then I had like a pink blazer jacket thing and some nice white trousers, and
So again, it is just about catering to those who don't fit this sort of norm of society. Yeah,
I mean, when 2021, we haven't just got one type of woman and one type of man, the stereotypical muscly man or the hourglass skinny of a woman.
I will censor that one as well. Yeah, exactly. No, we don't. It's so
many.
I mean, considering actually, like in the last sort of 5 years, specifically just gender in general has just become such a spectrum of different things. How can you possibly squeeze sort of like that whole spectrum into 2 categories of men and women?
Like, what do non-binary people do?
Exactly. Well, I suppose depending on the day and depending on what they're feeling, they wear whatever they like. But that again is like, how do they feel awkward going into a shop and buying it from the men's section if they are dressed very femininely that day?
Exactly.
Why there should just be a section that's just completely unisex and anyone can shop in it. And they can buy whatever they want. And there are tight fitting stuff, but there's also very loose fitting stuff. But it's more the fact that there is that section.
Yeah.
So that you don't get that awkwardness of having, like I said, I don't know about you, but I've had it so many times where I've literally had men tut at me because I'm in the men's section.
I just, even if you don't get weird looks all the time, you just feel like the eyes are staring at you like, why are you here?
Or even like I've had shopping people,
the people just sort of...
what they called, I want to say clerks, I don't think they are.
No, they're just the people who work in the shop.
Yeah, they've like literally come up to me and gone, you do realise this is the men's section?
Yeah.
Well, well done. Congratulations. And I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, I've been shopping in town with some of my uni friends and they go, oh, do you want to go to the men's section? And the fact that they assume that, fair enough, because I usually would, but I don't want to have to do that. Like,
exactly.
I feel awkward when they say that they probably don't think anything.
No, they're probably just trying to be
fair enough,
inclusive to you. Yeah, exactly.
I shop down here. You personally probably will buy stuff up there. I just don't like it. Why is the world so annoying?
It's just not very catered towards people who don't fit those normal sort of societal norms or beauty standards.
Yeah. So in conclusion, change.
Yeah, please change for the sake of the modern generations and their struggle in clothes.
So now we've had a rant about how annoying clothes are. This leads on to the perfect section to talk about our clothing ideas.
Yes, I think we've always said that if we ever sort of did anything, we'd love to create our own clothing brand.
Yeah.
Whether that be through, because I mean we've had loads of ideas of where our careers want to lead us and all that sort of stuff. So we've had like where we want to go to a bar and we'd set up a little tiny clothing brand in our bar, or anything like that. So
like little hats and
exactly
stuff that they sell in bars. But we've had ideas.
We've had our ideas, definitely.
Because like we said before, we have very similar sort of ideas and
styles. Yeah, exactly.
Things.
Yeah, definitely. So but I think the first thing we have to say and both agreed on is we'd make it a completely unisex clothing line.
So no one feels awkward going in.
No one feels awkward going in. No one feels awkward shopping in the section that might be tight clothes or baggy clothes.
Literally, we'll label it tight t-shirts, baggy t-shirts,
lacy t-shirts,
things, tank tops, whatever.
Exactly, cargo pants. We literally call them what it is rather than women's or men's.
Yeah. Calling what it is. And I mean, we'd like to do lots of clothes. You've got jumpers, you've got t-shirts, you've got trousers, you've got jeans, shorts. We'd like to do all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Eventually.
Definitely.
I think we'll probably start off simple with
just maybe some t-shirts, maybe a jumper.
A jumper or two if we're feeling.
Find somewhere that will manufacture them cheaply.
Yeah, literally.
That's the thing. We're all on a budget, aren't we?
Yeah, we're broke students. So
we're broke students, exactly. But we've and we've also got like some ideas of like what kind of designs and things we want on those t-shirts. I mean, I'm a very dull, neutral kind of tone person,
Yeah.
whereas I feel like you're slightly more colourful than me.
Yeah.
So obviously we've got our own ideas about sort of like what sort of styles and colours
Yeah.
we're looking at and going forward.
Because that's the thing, like, we've got similar ideas in what we want, but because our style, again, well, we're similar in what we wear, but the actual style choices is different.
Exactly.
Which is good, because then we can bring both of our things together and come up with some stuff. So that's exciting. We're definitely going to look into that.
Yeah, we're hoping that sort of in the future,
Yeah.
sort of maybe a couple of, well, if we ever get there, a couple of seasons down the line,
Yeah.
we might start looking to introduce perhaps a t-shirt or two. And again,
Yeah.
we would have the baggy t-shirt and we'd have the tight t-shirt.
Yeah.
So
Because our clothing line, we'd want as a clothing line, and then we're thinking about merch for this. Cause,
yeah, I mean, this would be very interesting to have
Yeah.
some merch for.
Yeah, so it'd be like completely different things, but it'd be fun to...
Yeah, and also like, especially for like kids like us when we were
Yeah.
younger. Well, I mean, it doesn't so much happen to me now. I think it probably happens a bit more to you. But like where my mum would literally look at it and be like, "That's a men's t-shirt that you've ordered offline. I don't like you wearing that." And it's
Yeah.
like, we won't label them men or women's.
Yeah,
it'll just be t-shirts. So
t-shirt.
if it so happens that parents do end up seeing these t-shirts ordered online, they aren't going to see any form of gender
Yeah.
to them, which
It's probably going to help people.
and do you know what, it almost creates like a safe space
Yeah.
for people. Specifically, I mean, obviously thinking about kids and especially people that are very uncomfortable with gender.
Yeah.
But they aren't perhaps out about it or
They're
you know,
sort of
anything.
Still exploring.
Still exploring what they like and what they don't like,
Yeah.
and exploring themselves essentially. It creates a safer space for them.
Yeah,
And it
'cause
creates a safer environment for them to be able to order what they want to try
Yeah.
and what they don't want to try without
Yeah.
possibly getting a lot of aggro from parents,
Yeah,
essentially.
because, you know, some parents, unfortunately, aren't very accepting of if people
No.
want to explore gender and all that. So
Exactly.
having the t-shirts not labelled as men's or women's, they'd just be, this is a baggy top, this is a tight top, it's just a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's just a t-shirt.
will-
It's completely neutral. There is no men or women. Exactly. And it's just yeah, like
you said, a safe space.
It's a safe space, and it just makes things so much easier for certain people, especially if they do experience that kind of sort of, what's the word?
Those feelings and...
Yeah, those feelings, and also just from outside people, the sort of
Yeah,
the lingering like eyes on them. You know what I mean? Like where someone's always watching your every move.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. So
yeah, but you know, like we said, we hope to maybe bring out some merch if we get some seasons
in the future.
If this
definitely
goes okay, and then even further in the future, hopefully one day you'll see our clothing line.
Yeah, we'll be we'll literally be called like sort of the unisex clothing store.
Something, you know, simple
on
like
your
that.
on your local high street.
Yeah,
that'll be the one clothing store that doesn't gender its clothes.
Yeah, and everyone will be flooding in to get those clothes because you know.
Absolutely. So yeah, we should set up like a GoFundMe to hurry the
Oh my
process
God.
up.
Yes.
No,
So,
we won't do that.
no.
We won't do that. But
yeah,
yes, one day, hopefully,
watch out one day.
We will be there.
Yeah,
we will be there. Yeah. So obviously, we do like to rant about clothes,
We do.
Specifically women's clothes.
Yep.
But I do actually have a question for you.
Okay.
Right. So, if you had to choose, what are your favourite brands?
Ooh, that is a good question because, like you said, we do actually like some clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my favourite brands are quite right. So Supreme, Rip and Dip, Vans, that sort of skater type thing.
Yeah.
But they're all quite expensive, so I haven't got a lot of the clothes that I would like to have because I do not have the funds.
Yeah, students.
Santa Cruz, repping that one today, so that's fun. Jeans, tell you what, Primark jeans, I don't know how, but they do it for me.
They're solid, yeah.
Their sizing and they just work, and I like them.
Yeah, it's good.
Shoe wise, Vans all the way.
Yeah, they're a reliable shoe. But
shoe company. What about you?
Oh, Vans t-shirts. I'm literally
nice.
wearing one right now. Love the Vans t-shirts. They're fantastic. And actually, most of the time they actually don't come up with men's t-shirts as well.
Yeah.
They just come up with, it's a Vans t-shirt. You know.
Yeah.
You can either wear it as a man or a female or anything in between. In terms of jeans, I love American Eagle jeans. I have a pair on today, but the problem is the ones that I like, they don't stock in the UK.
Oh, they're in America.
So yeah, so basically every time I go over to America, either for holidays or whatnot, I've picked up like 3 pairs of jeans at a time. So I'm really sort of like lacking now because I mean these are my last pair that are still sort of functional, and they're really grey and sort of
Were
faded.
they black before?
They were black. They were like dark black.
Oh yeah.
And so they are like completely grey now. Yeah. In terms of shoes, I'm a very big trainer person.
Yeah.
Or a boot person. I really like boots.
You wear your boots.
I got myself some Timberlands.
Timberlands.
I do like the Timbs.
They're nice.
They're very nice.
Yeah. I mean, shut up. It is funny though how like style changed, because when I was in school I used to wear like lots of tracksuits and sports stuff, and now I kind of, it's so weird saying on the skater vibe. I don't even skateboard. I can't skateboard. I've tried, but I like the sort of style of it.
The style of it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yours have changed.
I depends on the day, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, I always go dark colours though. I don't wear bright colours at all. So anything that's a black t-shirt will work for me. Yeah, I mean, I can't even remember. I'm a big jumper person as well.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, super dry jumpers, but again, they're the men's jumpers, which again, I hate. But, you know, they're really good. They're really nice jumpers, really comfortable. I literally have one right over there offset because I just have them all the time on me. Literally.
That is like your brand. I mean, I love hoodies. Like in winter, I live in hoodies. Like I love the rip and dip ones as well because they're quite big, because again it's an American brand, so I have to get them shipped overseas, which is, you know, really annoying, but we deal with that
as well.
But they're because they're quite big, they're so warm and comfy in the winter, and I love it. It.
Tell you a brand that I got annoyed with them because their shipping is terrible, but really good for cheap clothing that's actually really nice. So you know my denim black jacket with the fur in the inside? Got that from, it's pronounced Zaffle.
Oh yeah.
And again, shipping took like 4 weeks. It was rubbish. But really
nice.
Good, nice, cheap clothes. I mean, they're not going to be perfect because they are really cheap.
Yeah.
But it's like I've got this jacket and I wear it all the time, and it's like it only cost me like something like 20 quid.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, ASOS, they sell a lot of brands. They sell like sometimes Champion, Santa Cruz, and they sell them sort of at like a discount, or they have sales and stuff. So I look on ASOS a lot because they have the boyfriend type t-shirts as well.
Yes, that's where I got my I got a, I think it was a Nike t-shirt that's a boyfriend t-shirt, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Love a good brand.
definitely.
When they're not too expensive.
Yeah. Please lower your prices for students.
I also look at socks. Like I have a lot of Converse socks on right now.
Oh yeah.
Because I like them quite high.
Oh, you're one of those. Yeah.
And these, I could get like 12 or something on Sports Direct for like a £5, and I was like,
right, yeah,
nice. So yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you know, socks are a weird one for me. I don't really care what socks, but I am a trainer sock person. Like they have to be short. They have to be. I hate long socks. I mean, I've got them on right now, which is funny because I'm saying I hate them. But yeah, I much prefer trainer socks to like long socks.
Yeah, no. End of another show.
I know. I can't believe that next week is the last proper episode. Oh,
I know. It's gone so quickly.
Honestly.
But you know, it's going to be a good one. Yeah. We'll be discussing what it's like being the ages of 16 to 18 with all the fun and all the drama that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, the episode's literally called Sorry Mum and Dad, so you can't get more exciting than that.
Exactly. So make sure to catch us next week on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, that's the one,
and any other podcasting platform we deem necessary.
Yeah, you know, because there's things out there.
And make sure to follow us on our socials, Instagram at Pip and Izzy,
TikTok at Pip and Izzy. I mean, at Pip and Izzy.
At Pip and Izzy
everywhere.
Anywhere. Just search it up in the hotbar.
We'll be there.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.